Hi, welcome to this Austin Parks and Recreation home workout video focusing on improving our balance. This is of primary importance to older adults, but really is important to anybody of any age who walks, stands, or moves. I'm Ken Bloomer, an activity leader with the 50+ programs at Austin Parks and Recreation, and also a group exercise instructor and personal trainer. Why do we want to practice balance? Because unfortunately, falls remain a leading cause of injury and even death for adults over 65 years of age. So, what is balance? Balance is defined as the ability to maintain your body's upright position over your base of support. Hence, good balance helps to minimize falling. The two main types of balance are static balance, which is the ability to minimize swaying while remaining in an unmoving position, frozen like a statue, and also dynamic balance, which helps to keep you from falling while you move in different directions and at various speeds. What is your base of support? The base of support refers to the area beneath an object or a person that includes every point of contact that the object or the person makes with the supporting surface. These points of contact may include body parts like feet or hands, or they may include additional items such as crutches or a cane, or even the chair that a person is sitting in. Here, while I am standing upright, my base of support is defined by the edges of my feet and all of the space in between them. What factors contribute to your body's balance? There are several. For example, your senses, your vision, your inner ear senses, and special receptors in your skin, joint, and muscles. These tell you where your body is located in space. Other factors include your muscular strength, especially in your lower body, your reaction time, and your flexibility. How does posture contribute to balance? Neutral posture is the position of the body that places the least stress on the musculoskeletal system while still allowing for maximum control and strength. A neutral posture will be comfortable and balanced. When standing, the ideal balanced neutral posture would align your earlobes above your shoulders, which would be straight above your hips, above your knees, stacked up right above the centers of your feet. All will form a straight vertical line. You can help to create this alignment by pulling your shoulder blades back and down, lifting your chest, and keeping your eyes looking straight ahead, neither looking up nor looking down while you move. Are you ready to start practicing? Okay, good. Let's begin our practice working on our lower body strength. These will be seated squat variations. So I want you to sit up straight in your chair with good neutral posture on the front 1/3 of your seat, and your back is away from the seat back. Now with your feet facing straight ahead at about hip width apart, I want you to slowly stand up to the count of 4. And once you've arrived at a fully standing position, I want you to stick your butt back and slowly lower yourself back to the starting position, also to the count of 4. Exhale as you stand up. Inhale as you lower yourself back into your seat. Maybe some of you found that you needed to press onto your thighs or onto the arms of your chair, if your chair has arms, in order to get yourself standing. And that's a good place to start. But as soon as you can, you should try to stand without using any upper body assistance. So you can do this by simply letting your arms hang down to your sides, or you can cross your arms in front of your chest, a la I Dream of Jeannie. Ready? Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause and then stick your butt back. Inhale and lower. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, exhale, 2, 3, 4, and inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do this movement 8 times, then rest in your chair for between 30 to 60 seconds, and then repeat for a second time. So let's do a second set. This time I'll have my arms down at my side. Exhale up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale down. Remember to stick your butt back and lower. Again. And slowly down. Controlled all the way. If you get good at this, you can add some variations that will add additional balance challenges. First is the kickstand squat. So you start in the same seated position as a regular squat, but then you raise your right heel from the ground. You exhale and you stand, keeping the heel raised the whole time that you're raising your body and you're lowering your body. Let's give it a try. 1, 2, 3, 4, and down. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and lower. 2, 3, 4. Both sides, so now raise the left heel. 1, 2, 3, 4, and down. 2, 3, 4. Do both sides for 8 repetitions. Now a final variation to this movement is called a staggered foot position. Here I want you to put the right foot in front, lined up about the level of your left toes, but you're keeping your feet hip width apart. You're going to keep these feet planted as you exhale and raise. 2, 3, 4, and lower. 2, 3, 4. Up. 2, 3, 4, and lower. 2, 3, 4. For balance, we want to do both sides. So you line the heel up about the level with the toes and proceed to raise and to lower your body. And raise and lower your body. These last 2 variations, the kickstand squat and the staggered stance, alter your body's center of gravity and your line of gravity, so they make your balance systems work in ways that are more typical with our activities of daily living. For this next movement, we're going to stand behind a chair for support. The chair is the only piece of equipment that you'll be needing for this entire 13 series of movements. This is called a single limb stance. You're going to use the chair back for support. You don't have to grip tightly unless that's what you need to do for balance, but you can do it as lightly as needed. It's possible to do it with one hand, one finger, or even no support at all, but hovering just above the seat back in case you need it. Now you're going to exhale and raise one leg, so shift all of your weight into your left, and then just raise the right a little bit above the floor surface and breathe naturally. Try to keep your body vertical, not leaning to the left. Hold for as long as you can. As you practice, you can build this practice up to 30 seconds per side. When you're tired, lower, and then exhale and switch sides. This movement is a prime example of what we were talking about earlier, static balance, not swaying very much while your body remains in one position. For our third movement, let's actually move. We're going to stand hopefully close to a counter or against a wall in case you lean and you need support. This is heel to toe walking. So put your right heel directly in front of your left toe. Shift your weight forward and then do the opposite. Remember, you have hand support if you need it. For an additional challenge, try not to look down at the floor too intensely, but to look more straight ahead as you propel yourself. You think you got it? All right, good. Let's back it up. How many steps can you do before you start to sway? A good goal would be to aim for 6 to 10 in each direction. Our next movement is rock the boat. So standing again behind your chair with your feet about hip width apart, I want you to transfer all your weight onto your right foot while you slowly lift your left leg off the ground and to the side. Then return it to the ground, shift your weight to the left, and raise the right leg in the same manner. Back and forth. Just as if you're on a boat on a choppy sea. Balance is not always straight forward and back. Sometimes it's side to side, and sometimes it's turning in multiple directions. Aim for 5 repetitions per side. Now I want you to once again stand in good, tall, neutral posture behind your chair. Number 5 is called back leg raises. So you're going to slowly lift your right leg straight back without bending your knee and without pointing your toes. Hold it for 1 second in the back position and slowly return to the start. Exhale as you slowly extend the leg back. Inhale as you return to starting position. Now, you are shifting your weight to the left side of your body, but try not to exaggerate that. As much as you can, try to keep your midline in the same plane all throughout the movement. Aim for 10 to 15 repetitions per side, then switch to the opposite leg. This movement will strengthen your lower core muscles, such as your hip and your lower back. Will really help you to stay upright while moving. Number 6 movement is called a single limb stance with arm. I want you to stand beside your chair to the left side with your feet together and your arms straight at your side, although you're using the chair back for support. Then I want you to lift your left arm straight overhead. Now slowly raise your left foot off the floor and hold. Remember to breathe while you hold this position for approximately 10 seconds. 10 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 1 Mississippi. You did it. Now gradually lower both left limbs and step to the other side. Remember, you're going to be putting most of your weight into your left foot. Exhale, raise the right arm straight overhead. Then raise that foot, it doesn't have to be a great distance, and begin to count. 10 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 1 Mississippi. Another great movement to help develop static balance on both sides of your body. Number 7, again, behind your chair in a straight, upright, neutral posture, using the chair back for support, we will do side leg raises. We're going to raise the right leg first, so remember that you'll be transferring most of your body's weight into the left leg. So inhale and lengthen your body, look straight ahead, then exhale and slowly raise the right leg. Exhale, inhale, lower. Exhale, up. Inhale, down. Up, down, up, down, up, down, and up to down. Aim for 10 to 15 repetitions per side. Now that we've done the right, of course, we must do the left. First, transfer your weight into the right leg of your body, and then slowly, gently, and continuously raise and lower the left side. Another great movement to develop the strength in your lower core muscles, of your hips and your gluteus, that will help you when you're moving. Next, we will march in place. You can do this anywhere where you have some open space on the floor, but if you need a chair for support, it's good to have it within arm's reach. So we're going to do this a bit vigorously, and we're going to make it a large motion. When you raise your right arm, raise the opposite. When you raise your right leg, raise the opposite arm. Go as high as you comfortably can. Find a good rhythm. Then see if you can raise a little higher, or if you could go a little quicker. Lift and lower each leg 20 times. Now we're going to work on calf strength. These are toe lifts. I want you to stand upright, looking straight ahead, and extend your arms in front of you at about shoulder height, without a lot of tension in the shoulders. Then exhale and come up on the balls of your toes as high as you can. Then lower slowly to the ground. It may feel uncomfortable at first, but eventually you should get the hang of it. You could just do a count of 1 up and 1 down. Exhaling as you raise, inhaling as you lower. Remember, the chair is there for you in case you need it. Number 10 is a single leg knee lift with rotation. So stand upright beside your chair, holding on with your left arm. Now, raise your right arm to shoulder height, and then raise your right knee. Try to make a 90-degree angle at the hip, and at the knee, and at the ankle. Now, without twisting your trunk, keep your hips facing forward, but your arm is now going to travel out to the right side, and you are going to follow the movement of your fingertips with your head and with your eyes until you come completely to the side of your body. Then slowly rotate back to the forward position. And back. This is a continuous, gentle, gliding movement. So remember to breathe. And at any time you feel tired, come down and rest. Now let's do the other side. Standing straight upright, feet are hip width apart. First raise the arm, then raise the knee. Remember those 90-degree angles. And then just begin rotating the arm out to the side of your body. And watch those fingertips make the whole trip to the side and back to the front. There's a tendency sometimes to lose balance when we're turning. And doing movements such as this help us to develop the ability to stay upright. Returning to an upright seated position, remember you're forward in your chair and not touching the seat back. We're going to work on that good posture that I talked about in the introduction. So we're going to roll our shoulders. Start by exhaling the shoulders up, that are close to the earlobes, and then take them back, and then inhale and let them drop down. Exhale up, then back, then down, up, back, down, and again. And we're aiming for 6 to 8 rolls, and when you've completed that, they should feel really good. Reverse direction. Exhale up and then bring those shoulder blades forward and then return to their starting position. Remember to breathe. And this is a movement that you could do a lot of places. Even if you're standing at the grocery checkout line 6 feet in front of behind the person in front of you. Should feel good. Number 12, we're going to work on the lower leg. This is more of a stretching move. So I want you simply to extend your right leg in front of you. The toes are pointing up towards the ceiling. If you need to, you can use your arms above the back of your knee for support, but simply exhale and point to the opposite wall and then flex back towards you, pointing and flexing. Aim for about 10 repetitions. And when you get good at this, you can speed it up. See how quick your reactions are. Remember that we want to be balanced, so we have to do both sides. You start in a neutral position, toes facing the ceiling, then forward, then back towards you. Forward and back, forward and back. It's a good opportunity for you to remember to sit upright and engage your abdominal muscles. And to breathe. And then when you're good at this, go quickly. Then lower to the floor. Number 13, this is the bonus movement in our Baker's Dozen. It's a seated spinal twist. Oh, notice I'm sitting sideways in the chair. You'll need to perform this in a chair that does not have any arms. Good, tight, tall posture, chest is lifted, shoulders are back. Now I want you to inhale and lengthen even a little bit more, and as you exhale, turn and face the back of the chair. Each time that you inhale, visualize yourself getting taller. Each time that you exhale, visualize you moving a little more to the opposite side, even if it's just a millimeter or two. Lengthening, exhaling and twisting. Lengthen, exhale, and twist. And after about 5 repetitions, come back to the front and relax. Then we will change sides and do the exact same movement. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, turn to the back of the chair. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, turn a little further to the right if you can. Even if it's just imaginary, it can help to loosen some of those muscles along the sides of the vertebrae, making you more flexible. Five breaths. And we are finished for today. I hope you enjoyed all of these movements and that you will practice them regularly. If you have tripped or fallen, or if you know someone who has tripped or fallen, if you want to avoid that as much as you possibly can, I suggest that you practice these movements 2 to 3 times a week. Shouldn't take very long, but it could add a lot of quality to your life. Thank you.